ne banyabo ngenda kuddamu okubebaza naye nga sinaba kubebaza sayogeddeko mu Luganda kansabe enyanjula ensonga yange mu Luganda olunaku lwaleero nvuddeyoko nendeeta contribution yange eri Ministry ya Health ngezze mu sectors 3 ndeseeyo ensawo 5 ez'emmere ez'okuwa abalwadde ba TB abali ku maddagala g'amaanyi then nemmala nendeeta ensawo 2 ez'okuyambako ku ba DJ abali mu mbeera embi baganda baffe betukola nabo mu mirimu kubanga era tetuyinza kumala geeyisaawo ng'abatamanyi nti ne muganda wakuddiridde olina omutunuulira then nenyongerako n'ensawo 2 endala ez'okuwa aba association ya Ujja Uganda Journalists Association okusobola okuyamba ku baganda baffe abali eyo abaawumuzibwa olwa covid ono naye ng'era embeera gye baalimu teyali nnungi before nga tebannabawumuza. Nkubiriza abantu bonna mu fraternity yaffe ya entertainment tukyesobolamuko akatono ke kakulu teweetaaga kugaba kinene nnyo naye akatono manyi nti ffenna tetumanyi kikijja mu maaso naye ku ssaawa eno tusooke tudiringe n'ekiriwo. So nkubiriza abantu bonna bannannyini mabaala bulijjo munoonya obulango bannannyini businesses ezidipendinga kulanga muveeyo mukwatireko ku bantu be bayita bannamawulire namwe bannannyini mabaala Uganda Bar and Clubs Associations namwe bannannyini bifo nga bwe mulaba halls ebivulu gye bibeera muveeyo mukwatireko ku ba DJ because be bakola mu bifo byammwe be babaleetera abantu yensonga lwaki groups zino ebbiri zibadde zeetaagisa okuyambibwako ate ku kyabannamawulire kyanjawulo kuba ate bo bakyakola ne ku ssaawa eno nga mwe muli waka mweggalidde be bakuba obulango bwa covid be bajja ku Ministry of Health buli lunaku ne batransferinga amawulire so okubadduukirira jjukira bo amaanyi bakozesa mangi emisana teri transport abasinga batambuza bigere okulaba nti bakola ki batuukiriza ensonga ey'okubatuusaako information ey'obulwadde bwaki bwa covid so kyovulaba nti mwetaaga okubayambako so mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala basebo ne bannyabo neyanziza. I want to apologize for the delay. First of all, good afternoon. Let me apologize on behalf of Bebe Foundation for this delay. Honorable Minister, please forgive me for that delay, and members of the press. With all due respect, Bebe and Amber Heart, through Amber Heart Foundation, and Amber Heart Foundation at the moment is dealing with tuberculosis in Uganda. We are trying so much to fight or to look for the cases of TB that are missing. The background of this moment is because COVID-19 has become a very big problem, and we definitely were asked to put in any help. But as a fighter for tuberculosis, I had to connect these two because so much symptoms of COVID-19 are most likely the same as those with tuberculosis. I'm here officially to contribute towards 3 groups of Ugandans who are affected because of what is happening in the country. First and foremost, those are the tuberculosis patients who are on medication. Don't forget that TB is a disease that usually affects most people in the ghettos. So most of them are home, and being home, they are poor, but at the same time, they are on strong medication. So we went out and sampled with Dr. Sada of KCCA. We know the number of people who have tuberculosis who are on medication, but we came down excluding those who can handle until we got a certain number that we know needs help. So today as Amber Heart Foundation, Bebe through Amber Heart Foundation, I would like to hand over 500 bags of food to the Minister of Health, Madam Honorable Ruth Acheng, and with a request that it could be handed over to those specific tuberculosis patients who are suffering, who need help in food. The details will be given by the doctors at the right time. Doctor, at the same time, so many Ugandans are away from work and people don't have food. We still have 2 weeks to go. We don't know what will come after the 2 weeks. But we have also vulnerable groups that are still working to make sure that the country is aware of what is happening. To give all the news, the awareness about COVID-19, and that is the members of the press in Uganda. So they under a group of Uja, and they also requested for help. So as Amber Heart Foundation and as Bebe the artist, I have handed over 200 bags of food. That's 100 bags of maize flour and 100 bags of beans. But the Honorable, as I was also coming in the morning, my closest friends were also crying, the DJs. So for that purpose, I also said I'm not going to have songs played in the discos if I don't be of help. So I also hand in as Bebe 100 bags of maize flour and 100 bags of beans to the DJs. So in a total of 900 bags of food. The first lorry is here. I didn't want to take a lot of time more waiting for the second one, which will be here in the next few minutes. So, Honorable Minister, my request is the representatives of these three groups are here. Though we have an issue of the fact that we know we are not supposed to distribute food. So luckily, these people have centers and the press people are in work. Uja has a center where they have promised that they cannot give out food to groups, apart from those who are called one by one. So the same as applying to the DJs who are in their homes crying. So these few individuals will be responsible to keep the food and give individually to those who come. Or they will distribute because they have the stickers as they've been writing. That is our request. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so on behalf of the National Task Force for COVID and on behalf of the Ministry of Health, allow me to appreciate Amber Heart Foundation and Medical for the generous donation of food to TB patients within Kampala and also to other groups that definitely need food, the Journalists Association and the DJs. We are extremely grateful that you have reached out to these groups of people and provided food. TB patients particularly need food because the medicine they take drains them of energy and they need to take it after they have eaten something. And because we have been under a lockdown, now coming to 4 weeks, it is difficult for many of them who first of all we are not even affording food because we are giving them food through the Global Fund. But after the lockdown, it is difficult even to reach out to them. But working with the National Task Force, we will ensure that the food gets to the TB patients and that they do access food, especially the vulnerable ones that don't have food at all. We are grateful that you have remembered them and that they will be able to take their medications and not neglect taking their drugs and avoid having TB flare up again later on so that we end up with multi-drug resistant TB. So thank you very much on behalf of the Ministry of Health. I also want to continue to appeal to the other groups, the Uganda journalists and the DJs, please ensure that you don't invite people like the journalists gathered here to get food. Food must be distributed door to door. I am wondering how the individuals will come to access food if they don't have transport, but make sure that if people are accessing food, it is one at a time, so that we avoid overcrowding and avoid spreading the infection. For now, we have managed to keep Uganda relatively at low infection rates. We need to maintain this, and all of you are aware that our goal is to ensure that any infected person only infects one and not anymore. So if we maintain that, we will go a long way. The infection rates in other parts of East Africa are increasing. That means Uganda has to remain on high alert, and we have to maintain the principles of the preventive measures that His Excellency communicated. Please remember to maintain your social distance and remind your neighbor to maintain their social distance. It is about life and death, and we must keep alive. All of us must celebrate Christmas. So tell your neighbor, maintain your social distance. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless all of you.
This is my boss, tuberculosis, Dr. Stavia.
Thank you so much, Amber Heart Foundation and Bebe for this gesture towards the people who are suffering from tuberculosis. My name is Dr. Stavia. I'm the Assistant Commissioner in charge of TB, Minister of Health. This donation comes in to support all the TB patients out there who are on treatment and are lacking in terms of what to eat. So we are very happy that you have given us this gesture. Like he has said, COVID-19 has kept us home. It's a good thing for us to control the disease from spreading to us and our neighbors. But it brings challenges of continuing to fend for our livelihood. And the TB patient is one of those who needs a lot of support, or who may not be able to sustain themselves during the lockdown, given the category of people who suffer the disease. I know also which people suffer TB, but those who are out there and are poor, they may not sustain themselves through the lockdown. So this gesture is very welcome. The signs and symptoms of TB, like he said, are similar to those of COVID. You will have a cough if you have TB, and you have heard that if you have COVID, you also like a cough. You will have a fever if you have TB, and COVID also gives you a fever. So those of you who are still out there in the community and are having signs and symptoms of cough and fever and are not coming out to test, please come out, and the health workers will evaluate you to rule out TB. If you have had a contact with someone who is a suspect of COVID, still you know the procedure we have told you. You need to notify the health workers again so that you are evaluated. So thank you.